I've been busy between episodes. Let's take a little look back at what I've done. So, I finished building the greenhouse dome except for the 2 little blocks that would disturb Huskbert. His name is Huskbert now, by the way. I also tore down the old ladder and built a brand new staircase up to the dome, and wow, oh wow, isn't it beautiful? And not only is it a treat for the eyes, but it also gives you a forehead massage every time you go down the stairs. Ow, 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 ow. Then, I ripped out the entirety of the sun and moon redstone. All of it. Yes, all of it. Every last dust. Every single little bit gone. The 3 hours worth of work it took to build. Then I added another water closet here, here, and here. And now it's now. So, roll the titles. Hello, 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 and welcome back. Can I get it? Oh, I missed it. Welcome back to another episode here on the Hermitcraft server with me, Zedaph. I hit that one perfectly. Hope you're doing very well today. We have been busy, and believe me, you saw just some stuff in that montage there, but you didn't see everything. There's a few other bits and bobs that I've been doing between episodes as well, which you might well see in the coming weeks. But anyway, today, let's jump straight in, shall we? Because I've got a bit of a plan. Let's look at our diamond stacks. We got, what, 2 little blocks, stack, and 5. That's okay. That's a reasonable amount. I am soon planning on having a bit of a crazy gear creation mode phase where I just make tons and tons of gear and get like loads of different sets to put on all of our armor stands and stuff. So I think I'm going to need a few more than that. And you know what? I'm not a fan of manual labor. I much prefer making some kind of business or shop where people can come and pay me. But I don't particularly have anything to sell. As you can see, I'm quite poor. So I need to think a little bit more outside of the box and wonder what I can provide the community. And the answer is trickery, of course. Or sort of not trickery. I can't give them a product. I can't give them a physical thing. I'm not really making any crazy farms or anything like that are producing this season. I'm obviously busy making the fun little contraptions. So I just thought, what can I offer? And then I realised, it hit me, slap bang in the face. Experiences, not like level experiences or anything, because that's still a commodity that I cannot produce enough of. I'm talking about events. I'm talking about something to do, something to see, something to smell, maybe. I don't know. The world is our oyster. But this is where the trickery part comes in, because I'm going to exploit the everybody's love for coupons and vouchers and the IOU kind of vibe of things. I'm just looking for a place where I want to try and build this, by the way, so I'm just having a little wander around. I'm not going to be asking for diamonds. Oh, no. I'm going to be asking for an IOU, or the UOI of diamonds, which I can claim at a slightly later date, because I think if people are giving away a bit of paper with just a bit of writing on it that says, oh, one day I'll give Zedaph some diamonds, they're much more likely to buy something than they are if they have to fork out the cash, there and then. And then equally, I'm going to be selling the voucher back, which they can, the flower, which they can claim at any time they like. So again, they might forget. They might not even use the voucher. I might be getting quids in here without even having to do anything, without having to lift a finger at all. So yeah, sounds like a kind of good idea, right? And I think I found the spot I want to build it, just on this little peninsula here. It's going to be very small little quick shop. We'll have this built in no time at all. I'm going to need to move you out of the way, doggy. I do apologise. I'm sorry. If I could pick you up, I would, but I'm just going to keep ramming myself into you until you slide away, because that's all I'm able to do. Thank you. I'm also going to push back this. Wow, that's kind of loud. Why is that so loud for? Hajar. Let's make this not gross, because we want to try and make our shop look pleasing to people, and we want to be bringing customers in. We don't want some gross, dirty stone stuff all over the place. Okay, pretty good. Let's put some antifungal cream all over the place as well. And good. A nice clean slate to work with. And are you ready? Boom. There's grass there. What a terrible reveal that was. Boom. There we go. I'll just move a little bit more this way. It's me! Look, it's a version of me. I can't take my trousers off because they're bound to me. But, yeah, look at that. That's so cute, isn't it? I love this. This is actually borrowed from one of my patrons, Julie. Thank you very much for the wonderful little design. It's a little Zedaph person. I think it's very cute. I do kind of look a little bit like I've got a bum face. So I've been busy writing up the vouchers, and here's 9. We have 9 of them here. It's going to kind of be a bit like Lucky Dip, right? I'm going to put them in a dropper, and people press a button once they've paid, so it's kind of a little bit up in the air which one you get, which is also I'm kind of hoping will draw people in with the mystery and the intrigue. So let's take a quick look at what vouchers we've got, and I think I'm going to call them Zouchers, because that's the beginning of my name and voucher. So first up, we've got the human test dummy. Let's take a little look. Each one is written like this. This allows the bearer full access to Zedaph to use as their personal test dummy for a session of whatever testing they could possibly imagine. And they all expire at the end of Season 7 as well, so they've got the whole season to potentially use this voucher. So maybe keep hold of it until the opportune moment, right? I will go and I will happily die. I mean, I'm dying myself all the time, so what does it matter if I die or take a little bit of damage for other people and stuff? Maybe it will get my pants off once and for all. Next up here, we've got my inventory. This allows the bearer to approach me at any time, day or night, whenever they want to, and demand that we swap inventories permanently. So basically, people can come along and take my inventory. This one I like. It's the personal butler. The bearer will receive a full day of being butlered on. I'm not sure if that's the right terminology, but you may call him by whatever name you like, and he will call you anything you like, and the bow tie will be included. That's easy enough, right? Like, I could just go around, I could just carry some items, take things around, make some food, make some drinks for another hermit or something. That's fine. I can do that for money. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Or contraption owner. Okay, this one. A contraption in Zedaph's Cave of Contraptions will be named after you, and you may restyle it and put any advertisements you like upon it. So, basically, I'm just selling out with this one. You know, why not? Why not just quickly modify one of the contraptions and put a little bit of a colour palette spin on it, whatever people want, mix their name into the name of it a bit. Nice and easy. No skin off my nose at all. Quite similar to this one, the rent a contraption. I will personally build an exact replica of any of the contraptions I've built at their base. So, you know, if they want a jump-powered furnace, I'll go and build them a jump-powered furnace. I might draw the line at the actual sun and moon, but we'll see. I'm hoping that they'll want one of the slightly more useful contraptions. And again, they can use this at any time. So who knows what other contraptions I'm going to be building throughout the season. You might want to keep hold of this one. Old costume Zoucher here. Basically, I'll make them a skin. I'll custom make them a skin with one of these outfits. Aerial sheep service, science lab coat, sporty outfit. Is that sheep looking at me, host? Or the maid outfit, of course. Very classic Zedaph clothing here, and I will hand sew them an exact replica of it so that they too can look just as cool as me. You might not want this one. Home from home. Feel free to pop into Zedaph's base at any time. You can put your feet up, rummage in the chest, sleep in the bed, use the contraptions, do whatever you want. Basically, I'm allowing somebody to come and move in and be a roommate with me and just use my base as kind of like a vacation home or something for them, just a spare house if they ever need to just come in and put their feet up or whatever. So, yeah, again, no worries for me at all. That's easy enough. I don't even clean the sheets anyway, so what does it matter? And the 9th one here entitles the bearer to build in a 5x5x5 area in the Cave of Contraptions. So I'm gonna section off a little bit of a zone, and people can come and put whatever blocks they want in there. So again, it could kind of be an advertisement. It could be some kind of trap. I don't know. I don't care. Build what you want. Just give me your money. So there we go. That's all 9 of our Zouchers. Let's put the dropper in. I wanted to do a little test. If I could kind of put it... how am I going to do this, actually? We pop the button on the thing, and boom. And will this fly through, or will it kind of fly out somewhere crazy random? Boom! Oh, and it's like it's coming out of my heart as well. Oh, from my heart to you. There we go. That gets pulls on the love strings a bit, doesn't it? Perfect! With a puff of smoke. That's exactly how my heart works. Beautiful. So we could put all 9 of these in. There's 8 of them. And then we just go boop, like so, and they fly out. Beautiful. So, yeah, we need a little chest or something for people to put their money into. And I don't like the buttons around the back, so we need to sort that out too. Haha, and there it is! Zed's Zouchers officially complete. There's a little instruction book there telling people to write me an IOU for 2 diamond blocks. That's the price of each one. I was going to say 20 diamonds, but 2 diamond blocks sounds less, doesn't it? I mean, it is less, actually. It's 18 diamonds, but, you know, it sounds even less than that, more so. We got that in case people need to get their money out. We've got these 8 little IOZs blank. You sign here, and an example there. Just add their name to it. So again, they don't even have to pay me now. They're paying nothing, and they're getting something. I've decided to move the button up to the eye, and just have it come out the back here. I've got a weird growth on my back, apparently. But yeah, they simply poke me in the eye once they've paid. Boom, my heart spits out. Oh, they got building rights. They get to build something in the Cave of Contraptions. How lovely. Okay, cool. I'm actually really excited about people using some of these. I think it'll be quite a laugh to give these services out to people. And also there's a little bit of creativity there as well. I'm interested to see what some of the other hermits do for me. So if you want to see your favourite hermit come and get a Zed Zoucher, then do let them know to come over and shop. We are now officially open for business. And I just had to quickly check what would happen if we put this around the other side. Yeah, I think we'll stick to it coming out of the heart. And home again to the Cave of Contraptions. This place is really starting to feel homely now. I really, really like it. It's really getting there, and I've got some mega plans as well. That's one of the main things I've been doing, is some long-term scale plans of this place. So we're really going to start seeing some quick development here now. But yes, you did see in the beginning that I ripped out entirety of my actual sun and moon redstone, and that's for good reason. It's because it's been a little bit broken. Basically, without getting too into it, if like the sun got to round to here kind of thing, and I logged out, and then I logged back in again, and it was at a different time of day, this light would sometimes get stuck on, and the only way it would refresh itself is when the time skipped all the way back around again to itself. So sometimes it would take a whole Minecraft day for it to come back on and then obviously turn itself off. So lights were just getting stuck on all over the place and needed to wait like 10 minutes for them to reset themselves to turn off again. It just was not good enough, was not liking it, so I went back to the drawing board completely and rebuilt it from the ground up, basically, going on the basis of needing constant updates all the time instead of just once every day. So I want to quickly show you my final results now. We're not going to go into it too much because I know we've done a lot of actual sun and moon redstone very recently, but I do want to show you my solution to it because I'm quite proud, quite honestly. So let's take a look over here at the rising sun side. So this is my brand new little up or down redstone. I need a better name for it, something catchier than that. But basically, this little redstone signal contraption thingy here will tell you whether a signal is going up or down, whether it's increasing in signal strength or decreasing in signal strength. So let's quickly go through it. So obviously we have our one daylight detector here, and it's splitting off into 3 ways. Let's just focus on this right side for now. So say this is kicking out a power of 10, right? 10, 10. It's going to split again. It's going to go straight up here to this piston of a signal strength of 10. But it's also going to go off to the right here. Still 10, still 10, still 10, back into itself. So it's actually going to subtract itself from itself, right? So at the minute it's 10 minus 10, nothing. No signal strength is coming through. But if this changes, because there's a two thingies here, well, they're called comparators, and there's only one there, that means there's a slight signal timing change, right? This only takes 1 tick, this takes 2. So say this was 10 and it goes up to 11. Now this is going to immediately kick out 11, but this was still only kicking out 10. And obviously 11 minus 10 is 1, which means you have 1 signal strength come through. And then obviously this immediately goes back to 11. So 11 minus 11 is now 0. So it goes back to 0 again. But we briefly got a tick of redstone power. So this piston here would have pushed the block, knowing that the signal strength was going up. And I think it's the morning right now, so that means it's right because the block is there, which means it's going up. This side is slightly different. You can see there's 2 dusts there instead of there was just 1 dust there. That means in the subtracting line, we actually lose a signal strength, right? So again, say 10 was coming through, we're actually getting 10, 9, which means this is always kicking out a signal strength of 1. Okay, always kicking out 1. It's always on. You can see like that little bit of torch there is on, whereas that one is on as well. Oh, it's the back two that show that it's powered. Okay, very good. So this is always kicking out a power of 1. But if the signal strength changes, in which way round is it? I forget. I guess if it was decreasing, then that's gonna. So it was 10. Now it's 9. That means this is still 10, 9, 8. That means it would go off. I can't remember, but let's quickly just replace this with our trusty old novel that we wrote, like so. And we can show it off nice and quickly. So obviously, if the block is here, that means it is descending in signal. If the block is here, that means it is ascending in signal. And obviously, we just read through it when it's ascending, but when it's descending like that, the line is cut off. Look, this dust here cannot travel through and go up to the rest of the stuff. So let's just take a little look. I feel like I'm addressing a crowd here and looking down at my notes. Okay, so we will... Oh, you can't really see it very well. Let's do it at an angle. We will go up. It went up. We go up. The piston does it again. So you can see every time the signal strength changes, we get a pulse. Just to doubly check. It's like every time the daylight detector changes, it will check. So now let's go down. And that way it gets pushed. And now the line's cut. Down again. It gets pushed. Up again. Up again. Up again. Down again. Down again. Down. Up. Up, down. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. And even if you go crazy like that, if the sun was jumping about in the sky, whichever is the last one to happen is where it stays. So it is working. Very, very good. Let's put the daylight detector back. Ah, that was my boat. Had you ever... No, that's a book. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Now I'm showing my stupidity. Beautiful. It updates itself. And the other side, we have exactly the same for the shrinking of the suns. Oh, which is what it's going to do now. Look, the sun's it's beginning to shrink. Which is good. So now that means this side is going to push the block out of the way. On the other side of the cave there, we basically just take the signal out of this block and just have this line going through this side instead. And then that works. It would detect that it was shrinking, right? And that just leaves us some really, really simple redstone up on all the suns here, which is basically just AND gates for every one. We want to know if it's between signal strength of 3 and 10, go on. Basically, and this is the thing that knows whether it's rising or shrinking to let the power through in the first place. So our redstone along here is actually, become a lot more simple. It's just one single wire that splits off at various times and does little AND gates all the way along. So you can see, like, forget obviously the moon stuff. We got this little wire going up here, to a little AND gate on this sun here. Very, very nice. It's so much more roomy up here, and that's where it ends. And the other side, just a little AND gate, down to this one, little AND gate. It's very, very nice. The moon has stayed pretty much the same, but it's so much more roomier and so much more simple redstone now. It updates on every single daylight tick. It's beautiful. I love it. I'm very happy. The actual sun and moon, folks, finally working. In other news, I've now decided that the entirety of the glassy sort of greenhouse dome thing area up there, the entirety of the underneath, all the foundations are going to be water. This glass is going to stretch right to there, all the way back, all the way behind all of this. We're going to have to cover this up a little bit somehow, all the way back, all the way over to the very staircase here. So it will be a enormous, yes, I made up a word, aquarium that we can see all the way through to the very back. This curve that I've laid out here follows the exact shape of the base of the dome above. So basically, you can let's go up and see the size of it. We'll have an entire underwater area. Oh, who left the gate open? It was you, Huskbot, wasn't it? Yeah. So imagine all of the underground, just a few layers deep under this is going to be water, teeming with life. We're going to try and keep it nice and bright down there. Loads of coral and things like that as well. It's going to be a humongous area for a whole bunch of sea life. And the top surface of it here is just going to be more like little islands with farms and stuff on it. So we should, be able to jump down and go much, much deeper out than that, because, you don't dive in a shallow puddle. It's not good advice. It'll go much, much deeper, probably even a little deeper than that, to be honest with you. But this whole massive, expansive underwater aquarium. Look at that. What a mighty big window. Or is it a window in an aquarium? I don't know. I mean, you should never open an aquarium window, that's for sure. But Look how blue it is! That is going to be awesome when it's actually, like, deeper back into the wall. It's obviously still a little bit deep there, but here, everywhere else, it's just one water block thick at the moment, just to kind of give it a bit of the view of water. But imagine when you could see, like, 50, 60 blocks in that direction, and there's fish, and sand, and coral, and seaweed, and dolphins. I'm going to try and capture a dolphin again. Last season, it didn't go too well, and I might have killed a couple of dolphins, but we'll give it another go, but it's going to look pretty cool. I'm already liking it. It's kind of brightening up the place as well, quite honestly. It's adding a bit more colour, getting rid of more of this, so much of this grey drabness, which, you know, I guess we've done down here a bit too. Slowly but surely this place is coming to life. But unfortunately, that is it for this episode. However, I know exactly what we're doing next time, and we're going to build a brand new contraption, and it's going to be a pretty good one, a useful one, for a change. Yeah, looking at you, Magic Puddle, being all wet and pointless. Hello, pointless. I'm sorry, Magic Puddle, I love you, really. Don't cry. Or do cry, because then you'll fill yourself up a little bit more. But yeah, let's just start laying the foundations for what we're going to do next time. I've got to be really precise with this. 1, 2, 6, 7, carry the 2, over 3, then we got 4 that way. Okay, I think we go like this, we go like this, we go like this. Perfect. Precision guaranteed. My vines! Oh, I guess that was inevitable, wasn't it? That's a big hole. Whatever shall we fill with it? But anyway, I will love you and leave you now. Thank you so very, very much for watching. As always, a huge thank you to my wonderful, beautiful, glorious patrons whose names are all over the screen right now. Thank you for making this episode possible and supporting the channel. But until next time, a good, a bye.